All right, guys, we are now live YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch for our final race of the evening. Our lineup is Sean McCutcheon on red lane, Nathaniel Burden on white, Glenn Burden on green, Gunnar Vender on orange, Randy Kirtley on blue, Richard on yellow, Guillermo on purple, and Jay on black. All right, racers, are you ready? Watch your lights. Three strikes, you're out. Just like before in the Fairview IT Management Cup Series, our sponsor for the Four Crowns. They're sponsoring up $1,000 purse here, and so is Livermore Subway for a total of $2,000, which we match here at Lanes Raceway and Track Bucks for a total of $4,000 purse for the Four Crowns this year. I guess you could say it's $1,000 a crown, but nonetheless, folks, we are racing hard and fast here. As we get two cars involved in the incident, already running a little bit better than what we were seeing in the previous, as we're about 20 seconds in there. Jay Latham going to receive a strike here, and I can't tell if that one is Gunner or Randy, but it's orange lane, so orange and Jay is on black, so that'd be Gunner and Jay. As you guys can tell, these guys have been wanting to run this series all week long, and they're keeping those cars nice, tight, and controlled together. They've been practicing hard on this track all week with the 72 pitch, and we're starting to see it here. So we see Gunnar Vender's car come off again and take out Nathaniel Burden also. Nathaniel Burden there with his first strike. Now that'll be Gunner's second on orange. Yeah, you have to watch them close, Gabe. They both look identical. So Gunner is camouflaging himself to look like Randy Kirtley. Both their bodies really, really close together, looking the Frost King look. Man, these cars with the 72 pitch, they got such aggression when it comes to braking and accelerating. They almost feel like brushless cars. As we see four cars line up, and the last person's always the one to catch the boot, and that's going to be Sean McCutcheon going to take a hit here. That is your car, ain't it, Sean? Yeah. Sean, Sean about tricked me there. No, I didn't say it was. Uh, Sean thought I was saying that it was his fault, but no, Sean was on the outside edge there with all three of those cars. It's kind of the Bell effect there, as he caught the outside edge of all the cars' wrath. There on the inside, we see Nathaniel Burden and Sean McCutcheon taking strikes here. Oh, and another one too. So Nathaniel, Sean, that'll be his second. Nathaniel, that's going to be his second. And I believe that's Guillermo Sire, your second. Guillermo Sire on purple, yes. That'd be his first. So right now, as it is, red 2, white 2, orange 2, purple 1, black 1. Tight racing, cars gripping good. The glue's in good on the track now. These cars are loving this track. And a red flag rotation. Very close racing there towards the end. No one going to set out first heat as we move to the track mate here. Randy Kirtley currently in the lead here. Try to get that off there. With 20 laps, 19 tied for second place for Guillermo and Glenn, 18 tied for that fourth position. Jay and Sean, 17 tied for the fifth position, which is Gunner and Richard, and 16 laps for Nathaniel there in eighth position. Heading back over here to the main screen here. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe to all your friends, family, and enemies, and come on in here and join in the conversation with us. Have a good time here at Lanes Raceway. Hope you do. Fairview IT Management, our sponsor. Subway of Livermore, our sponsor for the Four Crowns. Thank you guys for tuning in. Watch these guys work hard on their cars. And we'll be right back with you. All right, here we go, folks. 4 red lights dropping out to green. We're going back green racing yet again. The new pit times, getting you guys used to the upcoming Four Crowns series we're fixing to have here. Man, they're quick. There ain't much you can do but oil and glue them tires, folks, especially on this big 150-foot behemoth. Staying out of the wrecks is key in this kind of racing. If you get yourself involved in a wreck, you might as well ring it up, as you're not going to bring one home in the Flexi Challenge here, because there's somebody that's going to stay out of the wrecks. There's somebody that's going to keep their car in tone. And as you can tell, these guys are racing vigorously here, keeping their cars in touch, trying to make those perfect opportunities to make a pass, as we get Jay Latham to be the first to come off here on yellow lane. He's going to take his first strike here. Randy's going to pass it down to Jay. He's going to make the slide here, avert the ice. As Gabriel Kirtley gets him placed there. Jay talking about he needs a new body, lighter weight, and we got some over here for him if he wants to paint one up. I guarantee you it will help him tremendously when it comes to the handling of his car. Now the looks, I would have to disagree, because the looks of his car are exceptional. The best looking car here by far, to say the least. As we see Guillermo sliding that thing like he's sliding a shot glass down at the end of the bar, hyper hard there. We'll see a strike here for Gunnar Vinder. Gunnar Vinder there on white lane, taking his first strike. 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go in the heat. These guys already astronomically better here in this class. Side-by-side action in the camel up here. Gabriel Kirtley and Sean McCutcheon. These boys right here are moving. Gabriel Kirtley and Sean both getting caught up in some traffic, as Gabriel gets dumped by the guy in the next lane from him, which would be Gunnar Bender dumping him. Gabriel Kirtley going to take a strike there, and that'll be his first. As we see a car flying off. Whose car is this that just flew off the edge? Whose car is that? Okay. So strike there for Gunnar Bender. That'll be his second. Here we go, folks. 4 red lights dropping out to green. As Randy Kirtley comes off on the camel hump. Let's see if these guys can get the rhythm back. These guys mean business, folks. I didn't say a word there. These guys are under the tongue on this one. Wow. What some racing we're seeing here right now in the 72 pitch. Randy Kirtley out in the lead, 40 laps. Sean McCutcheon, 39, tied with Guillermo Sire. 38, Glenn Burden right there in 4th position. Jay Latham, 36. Gunnar Vender, 35, tied with Richard. 19, Gabriel Kirtley. 16, Nathaniel Burden. James McCutcheon coming in this next round. All right, guys, special thanks to our sponsors yet again in our break here. Fairview IT Management, Livermore, Kentucky Subway for throwing up $2,000 to this 4 Crowns race here at Lanes Raceway. Special thanks to them. Let you watch these guys work. We'll be right back with you. All right, 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go, folks. We're getting our first incident here so far. Jackson says, Donnie, you being a good boy? Man, ain't any time I ain't. Question is, Jackie, are you? So it looks like Glenn and Guillermo will take strikes. So Glenn purple, the strike, and Guillermo yellow with a strike. Both these guys fighting for position. Dropping 120 frames, but that's it so far. Let's see, Glenn Burden coming off again there. Glenn taking a strike, and Gabriel taking a strike. Gabriel's first, Glenn second. Jackie, you better be better. To get your cars in. Gabriel with a strike. Randy Kirtley with a slide that slides off into the middle of the camel hump. And that's going to be James McCutcheon taking a strike there. I will let them know that you said hi, Jackie. See a brake check there from Guillermo Sires. We see a car coming off here. Is that one Randy or is that one? Okay. All right. I didn't know that. Sean McCutcheon currently in the lead. 50 laps, 48 for Randy. Guillermo, 48, tied up. Let's get another yellow flag here. This time it's going to be Richard taking a strike. On white lane, it'll be his first. Richard definitely keeping his car on. Oh. Jackson says, I miss the racing, but there's too much drama, and life has caught up with me. Man, I hate to hear that, Jackie. But there's drama in life no matter where you go, dude. Got to pick and choose your battles. Guillermo and James going to take strikes here. It'll be James's second. Guillermo's second. In the second to last corner there, we'll see Gabriel Kirtley coming off. That's Green Lane, his third. As we see James, that'll be his third strike there on red, and Randy Black, that'll be his second strike. Jackson says, everyone has been asking for me to come back. Yeah, a lot of them have, Jackie. They miss you, man. They understand your circumstance, so. Red flag or rotation. We're going to take a strikes here, clear those out. Take a look here at the track mate. Sean McCutcheon in the lead right now by 2 laps, 60 laps. Randy Kirtley there, 58, tied up with Guillermo Sire in second. 56 laps, Jay Latham. 54 laps, Glenn Burden. 52, Richard. 35, Gunner. 32, Gabriel. 16, Nathaniel. And James, 13. I'm going to leave you guys here in the main viewing screen here and be right back with you. All right, folks, we're about to go back green and racing. 4 red lights are dropping out to a green. Jackson says, I might next series, just depending on what we race. Well, Jackson, you can check out what we're going to be racing next. Go to Flexi Challenge Series. Look that up, and you should be able to see exactly what we're going to be racing and the way that we're going to be racing it. As we're going to see Glenn Burden there take a strike on black. Sean McCutcheon's been really dry bombing it there. So we see Sean McCutcheon actually take a strike here. He is first. A yellow flag here. As we see Natty Ice himself, Nathaniel Burton, he's going to take a strike here. Jackson says, the only problem I have is a missing a ride home for a while. Well, you know we always give you a ride home if you need one, man. Plus, Brian and Gunner's been coming back too. They'll definitely give you a ride if you need one. So we'll see Jay and Sean. That'll be Sean's second, Jay's first. Glenn Burton going to save a strike. Sean McCutcheon now's lead been dropped down to just 1 lap, really. As we see Guillermo Sire coming off here. Guillermo Sire will be his first strike. This race already a whole lot more successful than the Fairview IT Cup Series. Guys are keeping their cars on pretty good. We're at round robin 4 of 10, and we're flying through these heats. These guys are keeping these cars on nice and tucked in. These cars are very similar to what we're going to be running next series, but we'll have multiple classes of them. So we'll have DTM bodies, LMPs, and GTPs. We're see Guillermo Sire taking another strike here. That'll be his second. Right now, orange 2, purple 2. So they're definitely on the chopping block. Jackson says, I'm about to get involved with track and field. That's good, Jack. Start your health early. So you get to my age, it's too late. See the car coming off. That's going to be Gabriel Kirtley coming off. Be his first. For Gabriel? Who? One. And that is a red flag rotation. We'll go ahead and clear these strikes. Nobody got cut that time. So take a look here at the track mate. See Sean McCutcheon, 79 laps. 79 laps for Randy Kirtley. 78 laps for Guillermo Sire. That's your top three. Very, very close race there. 74 for Jay. 72 for Glenn. 52 tied for Gabriel and Richard. 35 for Gunner. Nathaniel 34. 28 for James McCutcheon. Head back over here to the main view here. Thank our sponsors, Fairview IT Management and Livermore Subway, for sponsoring an extra 2,000. Jackson says, I got speed as well. Use it. All right, guys. We're going to watch these guys work on the cars. We'll be right back with you. Test, test. All right. Thank you there, Jackson. I didn't know the sound kicked out on us. Must have kicked out during the break there. Sean McCutcheon in the lead, 90 laps, 89 Randy, 89 Guillermo Sire. Very, very tight, close race up front. And that's going to be Gunner taking a strike there. That will be his second. What we call that, Jackie, is called coming in clutch. Yellow flag here, and we got a Sean coming off there on black. That'll be his second. A lot of twofers here with 38 seconds left to go. 2 on red, 2 on blue, 2 on purple, 2 on black, 1 on orange. As we get a yellow flag here. And that's going to be Gunner's third strike. Randy now taking over the lead. 98 laps. Sean McCutcheon there in second with 98. And Guillermo 97. All right, and that is a red flag rotation. Clearing off the strikes here. Heading over to the track mate, we can see Sean McCutcheon showing him back in the lead. 99 laps. Randy Kirtley, 99 laps. 98 for Guillermo. 90 for Glenn Burden there in fourth. 74 for Jay. 70 for Gabriel. 53 for Nathaniel. 52 for Richard. 47 for Gunner. And 43 for James. Heading back over to scene 8. Just want to say thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Helps these racers get a chance to maybe get some advertisement in the future. That'd be great. And then also, special thanks to our sponsors for these racers in the meantime, as Fairview's put up $1,000, and so has Livermore Subway for the 4 Crowns, so that these guys have something to race for. As you guys can tell, slot car racing, the only spectator sport that it is on live streaming. There's no bleachers in here for these guys to have people watch them, so there's no way to supplement any kind of monetary payout other than getting sponsors, or the guys pay for it themselves. So we are thankful for our sponsors in helping that take place, and also get our sponsors' names out here on the live stream. So it's kind of a work all around to make this thing actually work and push slot cars into your viewing area, and also make a great community around it. I hope other people do likewise, because if they do, we can get this community to grow. If we get the community to grow, it's better for all of us. So 20 seconds, we'll be back underway, and we'll be in round robin 6 of 10 with 2 minutes. See you soon. All right, here we go. Jay Latham on deck, so he'll be helping track marshal. Randy Kirtley currently in the lead on white lane, followed by Sean McCutcheon on yellow. As we see Gunnar Vinder coming off second to last corner there, Gunner's going to receive a strike, his first. Okay, knocking in a stapler too. So we hit a yellow flag here. Again, we'll see Gunner with another strike. His second. Glenn Burden there in third position. Only 11 laps down from Sean and Randy. He's poised to attack. He's waiting. So we see Sean McCutcheon's car coming off here in the last corner. Possibly the worst place to come off. He will receive a strike here. Sean coming fresh off of a best light and a third place finish last night in our specialty drag race. We did Insta-Tree, and he got it all with a wing car, a Group 20 wing car against a bunch of drag race cars. So we see Richard here taking a strike on red. Two or three cars involved in the incident over there in the third corner. So we Glenn and James. So James there on purple take his first strike, and Glenn will take his first strike. So that'll be the third strike there for Gunner as he comes off. And a yellow flag. Randy Kirtley going to take a strike here. Be his first. One thing's for sure, what I've been noticing here is James McCutcheon is a whole lot smoother this race behind the trigger for some reason. It's definitely making some leaps and bounds here. So we take a quick look here at the strikes. We'll go ahead and clear those out. Take a look here at the track mate. He's just one lap different from Gunnar Vender here. There towards the bottom, granted, but he's not been coming off quite as much as he was in the previous race. Randy Kirtley in the lead, 120, 119 for Sean McCutcheon, 108 for Glenn Burden, 98 for Guillermo, 90 for Gabriel, 74 for Jay, 73 for Nathaniel, 69 Richard, 60 Gunner, and 59 for James. Gonna head on over here to the main screen. We'll be right back with you. All right, 4 red lights dropping out to a green, and we're back racing. Now round robin 7 of 10, and we're into our first yellow flag already, and that's going to be Gunnar Vinder there on blue. As we see James McCutcheon coming off there on black lane, that'll be his first. Sean McCutcheon currently in the lead there, 122. Glenn Burden, 111. Gabriel Curley in third position with 94. As we see James coming off again there, that'll be his second strike there on black. Looks like Nathaniel Burden there in an incident. Purple lane. And that's going to be James's third there. Guillermo Sire enjoying himself a nice refreshing pop. So we see Nathaniel and Gabriel coming into some contact there. Gabriel there with one strike, and Nathaniel there with two. It's like Gunnar Vinder are going to take a strike here. That'll be his second. I seen where Sonic was bringing back the strawberry shortcake drink. I've been wanting to get up there and go there. Haven't made up my mind. I might do that tonight. Head up to Sonic and go get me one of those strawberry shortcake drinks and a cheeseburger. I know last week was grilling cheeseburger. So, we got two involved in the incident here. Ooh. Jay Latham is going to take a strike here. That'll be his first. And Gunnar Bender, that'll be his third. Yeah. Four lights drop out to green. Here we go. We get a yellow flag here. And that looks to be Sean or Gabriel. Gabriel. So Gabriel there, that'll be his second strike. And that is red flag rotation. So over here to the strikes, we'll clear those out. Look at the track mate here. Sean McCutcheon in the lead, 139. Glenn Burden, 126. Randy Kirtley, 120. 109, Gabriel. 98, Guillermo. 93, Jay. 90, Nathaniel. 87, Richard. 76, Gunner. And 66, James. Gonna leave you guys here on the main screen. Be right back with you. All right, folks, we're coming into the final bits of this race. Round robin, 8 of 10. This one and two more, and that's it, folks. Sean McCutcheon's going to be coming off after this heat as he's on white. Currently in the lead by 30 laps against Gabriel Kirtley. Gabriel Kirtley been running a very strong race as these two are very close together. As we see Sean McCutcheon coming off there, he's going to receive a strike there on white. And we're going to see James McCutcheon take a strike here in the very last corner here. And it looks like James was trying to punch that car into the ground. Or Sean, sorry. And that looks to be Nathaniel coming in. So we get a yellow flag here. We'll see who it is. Looks to be Gunner Vendor. Going to take a strike. This car is having trouble here today for sure. My talking box is just about shot here, folks. I can feel a little tickle in the back of my throat. We'll see Jay Latham coming off here on green. Excuse me. We get a yellow flag here. That's going to be Gunner Vendor on purple. That'll be his second. And that will be 3 strikes there for Gunner in the second and last corner. See a yellow flag here, and that's going to be a strike for Nathaniel on black, his first. It also looks like Jay receiving a strike here on green, his second. Let's see Gabriel Kirtley popping off there in the middle section. That's going to be his first. And Sean McCutcheon is going to end his heat there, 20 laps up on Gabriel Kirtley. There's nothing really much changed there. Heading over to the track, mate. Take a look here. Sean McCutcheon, 159, 129 for Gabriel Kirtley, 126 for Glenn Burden there in third. Randy Kirtley, 120, 119 for Guillermo Sire, 111 for Jay, 108 for Nathaniel, 105 for Richard, 86 for Gunner, and 80 for James. It boils down to this, folks. The last two heats here. As we see Gunnar Vinder there coming off the track. This will be his first strike. Seeing Gunnar Vinder come off again here. He's having some trouble there with that car today. Looks like Sean's took him the lazy man seat over there. Everybody getting a little tired here as we round out our last race of the evening. Sean's put up a valiant effort right now. 159 is his number. So we had two involved in the incident here. Jay Latham and Gunnar Vinder for his third. Jay Latham will be his first. You see Randy Kirtley coming off in the camel hump here. Looks like Richard coming off here. His first. We're going to see James' car come off here. James going to get his first strike here. Let's see Gabriel Kirtley there coming off. That'll be his first strike. And Jay Latham. Let's see. James coming off there on orange. That'll be his second. And that is going to be a heat over. We got one more after this. Let's head to the track mate and see. Sean McCutcheon, 159 total. 148 for Gabriel Kirtley in second. 141 Guillermo Sire. 140 Randy Kirtley. 129 Jay Latham. 127 Nathaniel. 126 Glenn. 123 Richard. 95 James. And 90 Gunner. Just got disconnected from the server here. 1 second here, folks, and I'll get that fixed up for us. All right, there we go. Back to scene 8. Special thanks last time for Fairview IT Management, our sponsor here at Lanes Raceway and Subway of Livermore, Kentucky, for their generous donation of $1,000 to these racers. They are racing the Four Crowns for a total of $4,000 purse. Excuse me. All right, final heat here. Guillermo Sire out in the lead by a lap. Randy Kirtley right there behind him. So we're going to see a flag here. That's going to be on James, his first. Liam Burton there coming off. Going to take his first strike. Let's see Glenn's car coming off there again. Be his second strike. Is it going to rain tonight? Yeah, dude, it started leaking real bad back there. So it looks like James going to take his second strike, and Gunner's off. So that's Randy that took that strike. I got to see what I think he's on green. See Nathaniel Burden, he hasn't been off in quite some time. Nathaniel Burden currently in fourth position. We're going to see him come off here. I call him Natty Ice for nothing. Ice in them veins just like the Frost King, keeping the car on. Guillermo Sire and Randy Kirtley now passing Sean McCutcheon. And that is a checkered flag, folks. Let's head to the strikes and clear them out. And we'll take a look at the track mate. First place, Guillermo Sire, 162. Randy, second with 161. Sean McCutcheon, third with 159. Gabriel in fourth at 148. Jay tied with Gabriel, just like old times, 148. 147 for Nathaniel, 143 for Glenn, 139 for Richard, 110 for James, and 90 for Gunner. All right, folks. Thank you. Yeah, my wife's over here taking pictures of the race results so we can get that added up for the end of the Four Crowns. I think we have 2 more weeks left. That's it, folks. And it's the end of the Four Crowns. It's come, it's gone just as quick as it came here. These guys are racing for $4,000 purse, and I'm excited to get the banquet going. We might even do barbecue again. I liked it whenever Jay and Daniel helped us out last time. It was pretty good. We could just do Subway. I like Subway too, the big old platter from Subway. Haven't yet to talk to the guys about it. I got to get their shirts made up and get all that stuff in after we get the points added. So it's usually about 3 weeks after that we do our banquets because we got to wait for the shirts to come in and all that. But it is our biggest event of the year, and we're going to jump right into the fall series or the winter series just directly the week after the Four Crowns. So thank you guys for tuning into the 72 pitch race here, and what an event it was. It came down to the very end, and everything kind of swapped up there towards the end. But thank you guys for coming and tuning in this week for the Four Crowns showing of the 72 pitch here at Lanes Raceway. God bless you guys, and I'll see you next week.